Okay, this is the Atari ST. Love the Atari ST, like, FM sounding shit. This intro is just Taramis going for ages. This is how big the ship is. It's just a full meme. Love Taramis. These memes for this cover art, that's this cover art. Leaving Taramis. Let's see. So, was the Amiga version only music or sound effects? Is this version sound effects and music? It is. What's this guy doing? That's Leaving Taramis, guys. Good. Definitely a game I needed. It's got freaking Zambo in it. You know what? Fuck it. Let's open it right now. I'm opening it right now. Just destroy lots of money worth of freaking resale value because fuck it. I want to see inside. There's probably a manual that has like nothing good in it. Ugh. Just open! Open, damn it! It's sealed tight. Let me use the knife. Yes. Gotta see the manual for Leaving Taramis. My guess is that there's probably nothing good in it, but who cares? Alright, the seal is coming off. I'm opening a bloody game from 1988. A sealed 1988 vintage classic. And it's very hard to get the wrap off. Very hard indeed. There we go. Leaving Taramis. Now I can see the cover art in more glory. Oh yes. Leaving Taramis. Will you be able to rescue yourself? Will you be able to survive vicious attacks of the meanest monsters this side of the known universe? And what is even more important, will your trigger finger survive the excessive heat of the onslaught? These back of the boxes to Atari ST and Amiga games are so funny. It's just like, you better be ready for the onslaught of frickin' action, man. Alright. Leaving Taramis, Atari ST Disc 1. Leaving Taramis, Atari ST Disc 2. Taramis. And they've got these little plastic covers on them, that's pretty cool. Leaving Taramis manual, look at this incredible manual design here. Look at that. Alright. Just text. Oh, it's got a story. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pages of story dialogue. Okay, that's cool. And then that's it. 12 pages manual. 7 pages of story dialogue, I needed that. Alright, that's all that's in the box. Hallion did not put too much in their boxes. Good. We will play Atari ST version of Taramis soon enough. It looks like it's gonna be an incredible time, and it has the best box cover out of all these damn games. The box cover is unbeatable, man. That is pure precision box cover right there. We gotta leave Taramis right the heck now. Captain Clever subscribing at tier 3 for 68 months. Captain Clever, thank you so much for your support. Does it explain what to do if the game complains about needing more memory? It probably doesn't. It probably don't. Unfortunately. It's another medium-sized box. Check out all the medium-sized box we got now. Amiga plus one Atari ST game. And then all the bloody big box. This Inferno box, man. This Inferno box is ridiculous. This is big box size. This is DOS size. Look at Inferno. And then bloody Spectrum. The Spectrum box right here. It's not over, there's still lots more. I wasn't fucking around with with this influx of Amiga boxes. I'm probably not gonna get more Amiga games for like ages, or like these is like most of them. Like apart from getting like a copy of Sword of Sodan and maybe a couple of others, that's about all the other Amiga stuff I want. This is basically covers most of it that I want. But we do need to get Sword of Sodan at some point. Okay, another one of my Amiga favorites, which I have finished before, but I needed a physical copy. The box is amazing for this. It's actually a big box. I thought it was going to be a medium box, but it's big. This is the 3.5 hour long, or however the heck long it is, platformer shmup hybrid that's really freaking good if you're in the mood to play it. Like, this is such a satisfying adventure, this game, where it goes between the shmup segments and then on foot, running around dude with a sword, fighting constant bosses. It has 50 stages, I believe. There's 50 stages. And it actually got pretty good variety between it all. Just this ridiculously long side-scroller. But it's freaking awesome. It's smooth. It's good. It has this cover art. It's Pegasus. Once again, the full power of bloody old PC game cover arts compared to bland modern day cover arts, dude. Look at this shit. What the heck even is this shit? Look at this. Waxworks. When it comes to Waxworks, it'll probably be better to get the DOS version of that rather than Amiga version. I only get the Amiga version of games where like the Amiga version's the best, or seems to be the best, otherwise I get Atari ST. But Amiga era only lasted until like 1992 or so for the mainstream. Even though some of these games are post 1992, by the time 1992 came around, it's generally just DOS for the best versions at that point on. Except for the case of exclusives and stuff. Anyway, Pegasus, how many people remember my last playthrough of this? Where you have to find and kill Satan at the end of the game. Really, 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 like, impressive game, really. The audio could be better with the music. It has no music, it's just got ambience during the stages. Ambience is still better than, no music. But the gameplay is really fun. The shmup segments are fun, with constant variety. The platforming night sections are fun, with constant variety. And there's 50 stages. Like I said, the game's like almost 4 hours long. It's like ridiculous. I'm gonna definitely have to bust it out for another playthrough, especially now that I've got the damn box. Here we go. Look at that. 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 Wing your way to victory against Satan's hordes. Satan has traveled the 5 planes of existence and shattered the magical crystals which hold the souls of the incarnations of each plane. Satan now has ultimate rule over the planes and entire mortal world. You are Perseus, and with your winged companion Pegasus, your mission is to collect all the fragments of the crystals and revive the incarnations. Pegasus. Yeah, let me remind everyone as to what this game's like. I think there's an Atari ST version of this as well, but it's terrible. The game was made for the Amiga, so it takes advantage of all the Amiga hardware stuff, so the Atari ST version's just, like, really messed up. Pegasus Amiga. Pegasus Amiga long play. 3 hours. 2 hours, 50 minutes. Alright, so that's the platformer segment. The game alternates between shmup segments like this. Look at that. Crazy freaking graphics. This actually uses the full resolution of the PAL region. I don't think this ever got an NTSC release, so it's like full res, not letterboxed. All these hellscapes. And then after that, you go to platforming stages, which I actually like the platforming stages even more than the shmup stages, but they're both pretty damn solid. Like, it's just really fast and fun. Like, look how smooth it is. Just got a big sword, big hitbox. What's this guy going so slow? Oh, he's waiting for the dude. Freaking lightning is sick. I want to say that there's a complete tileset change every 10 stages. So there's like 5 on foot and 5 platform, 5 shmup and 5 on foot segments for each world. There's like 5 worlds. Wow! So good. So if we go like here, yeah, look at every tileset looks crazy as well. Look at that. It's like the second one with the freaking planes. It basically passes a barbarian game almost. Some of the bosses are pretty damn crazy. Go over here. Castle. Oh, this is still the second tile set. Holy shit! What was that? Ice. Got ice zone. This zone with the freaking orcs and stuff. Vaguely remember it. God, the way this guy's playing, where he's just inching forward tiny bits at a time, is like making me go insane, dude. Just run forward. Stop stopping! Just keeps walking a little bit and then stopping. Why does he keep stopping? Just flow! Flow forward! It's so fun! Yeah, everything dies in one hit. It's like Strider. Ah! Ah! Anyway, it's a good game. It's a good game. You know what? Actually, hold on. Let me see one more thing from it before I forget. Where is it? There we go. Let's look at Satan. I mean, this is a game I've already finished, so it's no spoilers for me. Go to the end. Yeah, that's right. There's this crazy final area with this fire effect. I can't remember what Satan looks like, though. Oh! This is at the end of your freaking 3-hour-long adventure through all this shit. What about the first boss? What was the first boss again? This is at the end of, this is 30 minutes in, the end of World 1. Loading boss. The game's got some pretty sick bosses. Oh shit, he just bombed it. Just deleted it with bombs. Okay. Well, yeah, sick game. Let's go back here. That cover art, look at that. I don't think there's much in this box. I think it's just the discs and manual. Yeah. We got 2 discs. Some versions of Pegasus say Special Edition. I have no idea what that means. Maybe it's a bug fix version. There's Special Edition and then there's just non-Special Edition, but it doesn't seem to be any difference between them. Gremlin. Instruction booklet. Pegasus. Look what we've got on the back. Jonah Hayes features in Suspicious Cargo coming soon. Is that so, Gremlin? Is that so? That's so. Suspicious Cargo coming soon. Is there anything good in this manual? Just power-ups and stuff in tons of different languages. No enemy list. Enemy list is always the best thing, but there's no enemy list here. Playing Pegasus. When you play Pegasus, you'll take part in 2 very different game styles. One on Pegasus the Flying Horse, the second with Perseus on foot. They both play differently, and different tactics will be needed to complete each. Good enough. It's our manual. Manual of Pegasus. So this is a big box game. Put these in here. This is a big box game that only has discs and manual. Ugh. Big box game that just has disc and manual, but freaking it deserves the big box just to show the artwork in bigger mode. Yeah, different game style requires different tactics. They got like a sick screenshot there of like the fire area. Definitely a game I am gonna bust out and play regularly for the Amiga. Okay. There's more, guys. What could possibly be left? Oh, another Atari ST game. Atari ST is here and waiting. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh. Oh, very good. Hellraiser. Who's played Hellraiser before? Atari ST. There is an Amiga version of this game, but just like with Leavin' Taramis, this was developed for the Atari ST first. The Atari ST kind of has a way cooler soundtrack, if you ask me. They got totally different soundtracks, but the Amiga version also adds in like walking sound effects, which are actually kind of annoying. but the original version's ST, so I got the ST version. Hellraiser. This is a super duper obscure, cheap, no one cares about game. No one cares about this at all. No one really knows about Hellraiser, either the Amiga version or the Atari ST version. But it looks so damn cool. It's got the biggest freaking sprites. It's got 2 different game modes, just like Pegasus again. Hellraisers again. Their timing stinks. 4 weeks leave on the luxurious Bath Shaban Riviera cancelled. Mission controls say that you're the only man for the job, don't they always? Why did you ever join the Liberator Corps? Sure, you're one of the elite, trusted with the latest technology and weapons, pulling the Galactic Navy out of the fire when they get in too deep, fighting evil throughout the galaxy, and it beats being chained to an office desk for the rest of your life. But don't the Hellraisers ever quit? They've seized the defense systems on the planet Hasbal, a junction of major space trade routes. Interstellar commerce is at a standstill. Starvation will soon hit the outer worlds, unless you can destroy the evil Hellraisers, and then you can go on leave. Exoset Software 1989. Kind of hard to see it. Yeah. But there's like on foot and there's ship segments. Nothing to do with Hellraiser, the book or movie. What's in here? We have discs, Hellraisers, 2 discs, Hellraiser Atari ST. We've got all these? The heck are these? Application for leave. Okay, they're like kind of story meme inserts. Mission data. Mission briefing. What's the mission briefing say? Liberator operative. This is actually instead of the manual. Instead of the manual, you get these weird inserts. 2-player option. To Liberator Operative 407, Mission Control, Liberator Mission number 342X. Proceed at once to planet Hasbal, where hostile forces have seized planetary defense system. Equipment, Standard Issue Battlesuit Mark III, Jimson Laser Pistol, Wasp Battle Cruiser. This is all very important information here, guys. It's such a... like, all these games, like, so sick, and, like, they're so, like, this shit's all cool and stuff, but it's just interesting how it's such a different scene compared to when I unboxed those bloody Japanese PC games, where the Japanese game, like, all these games are like, get your blaster and shoot the bad aliens. Like, all this, like, enthusiastic, childish video game stuff, which suits this type of game with all these action games and stuff. It's just interesting unboxing stuff like this, and then we get one of those PC packages from Japan, and the freaking Japanese games are like, the Japanese PC games are such a different culture mindset completely. It's like they're all these aristocratic freaking bloody mental things with crazy, like, it's just a completely different way of freaking advertising the games, or showing them, or like, let me just freaking get a Japanese game. So you just literally grab like random Japanese game, man. Just grab freaking some random Japanese PC games. Compare them with all the stuff we've unboxed here. We've got Dante's Divine Comedy with cover artwork by the bloody Godzilla legendary dude. It's like, all the Japanese shit is just so friggin' aristocratic in comparison with all these, like, they took it so serious, and it's like so adult and so serious. Elysian, the freaking RPG with just this. It's just, this is the cover art with like a necklace. Is that a necklace? There's nothing on the back. Just like a necklace, and just down here it's like, the fields where those loved by the gods, heroes, etc. go after death, to live a life of perfect happiness. In Homer, Elysian was not in the underworld ruled by Hades. He made a land ruled by... So, you get the idea. Nirvana? Nirvana, friggin' sci-fi adventure game. You compare this with, like, Suspicious Cargo. Suspicious Cargo, it's, like, so goofy and, like... This is, like, some Western adventure game that's sick. Like, I freaking can't wait to play it, but just look at this, like, difference with something like this. These freaking Japanese cover arts, dude. Like, look at the back of the box as well. The back of the boxes are just like never garish or like silly with like how they like overstate the game or whatever. It's always just some like ominous little message and shit. There's never like a thing saying like the best graphics, 12 different levels. Like, it's just all this freaking crazy bloody shit, dude. Aristocratic gaming. Japan's aristocratic gaming. Ambivalence? This freaking cover art? Bloody Ambivalence by Alicesoft? Look at that, dude. Scamps NG, thank you for the 13 months. Appreciate that, scamps. Anyway, enough of this Japanese shit. We're going back to the good stuff, like Hellraiser. Let me put these back. You have to get away from the Japanese aristocracy gaming. We have to get to our garish Amiga games, which can be just as or even more entertaining than the Japanese stuff all the time. But it is such a cool divide between the different cultures of game. And then you've got like the Taiwanese games, which are kind of like a weird cross between like both of them. Taiwan's like a weird cross between like all the different stuff, but anyway, let's look at footage of Hellraiser. Atari ST Hellraiser. Atari ST Hellraiser. Hellraisers for Atari ST, cheat mode. Not many videos of this, guys. Not many videos at all. Yeah. 20 billion combinations of pixels. I mean, I gotta say, there's no Japanese game that has a cover art quite like this. Look how good this is. Alright, so this is Hellraiser. The cover art to Hellraiser is pretty damn terrible, by the way. I don't know what's going on here. It's just a generic Star Wars sort of mock-up thing. But this game kind of looks interesting. Take care and enjoy this game! Silly messages like this in the games as well, as opposed to the Japanese games, which would never, ever, ever have shit like this. I mean, shit like this is obviously completely out of the question by the time, with like serious like American PC games, all the RPGs at the time, especially by the time you get to like mid-90s onwards and stuff with like Diablo and shit. Obviously, stuff like this is completely in the past. But it's still funny, like, this early 80s era with Western PC games, they got shit like this in the game. Alright. Interestingly with this game, by the way, it says Liberators in massive text on the bottom. I can only assume that the game was originally called Liberators and then they changed it to Hellraiser at some point. But look at the size of big man with gun. I freaking love side-scrollers where you're just a big man with a gun. And the games aren't designed in terms of gameplay at all. All that matters, or all that mattered when they were initially making it, put that quality up, was how to get the big man with a gun sprite on the screen. And then gameplay comes after. It's kind of like with Sword of Sodan, except Sword of Sodan is big man with a sword. Yeah, it is 2-player compatible, so it's almost got like a xenophobe thing going on, which is super sick. I reckon this game looks pretty damn cool for what seems to have been a budget release. Well, not a budget release, £20, but like an unknown release from back then. The Atari ST version is actually way more common than the Amiga version because the Atari ST was the original, and the Amiga one didn't really get distributed much, it seems like. But yeah, you're just big hulking man with a gun walking around. Obviously no music in a release like this. But there is a shmups, or sort of like a shmup scene eventually as well, yeah. I'm not expecting too much from this game, but it was cool enough for me to want to get a copy. It was very cheap as well. Very cheap. So yeah, like, I want to play it, man. We're gonna have to do an Atari ST stream where I'm just gonna play a bunch of Atari ST titles that I've gotten, like this and Leaving Taramis. Let's put that back in. Shut. You managed to shut. There you go. Okay. Hellraiser. Hellraiser. Cool. Put that there. This comes in a hard plastic case, unlike all the others, which were cardboard. Hard. Probably cheaper for them to distribute. Liberators. It's hard not to call it Liberators. Okay, what on earth is going on here? What on earth is the deal here? Oh! 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 We've got gifts! There's gifts! I should open these at the end. So we'll open these at the end. This is very exciting there. Gifts! Let's get the rest of the games done first, yeah. Okay, DOS. Another DOS game. Wait a second, this looks like a giant box as well! This is thicker than the normal... I'm comparing box size. Okay, this is thicker than the normal big box games, but it's not as thick as Inferno was. Inferno was the thickest by far. I got a physical copy of none other than the great Creature Shock, the original UK version of Creature Shock, DOS version. I love Creature Shock. We played through this in one of my initial FMV sprees. Creature Shock by Argonaut Software, very good. As a kid, I had Alien Odyssey, which was the follow-up to Creature Shock, and which is a funny, interesting, but nowhere near as good game as Creature Shock. Creature Shock is really good. It's one of like the best FMV, like rail shooter type things ever released. Although I think the maze maps in it are terrible. You kind of have to have a guide for this game, otherwise you get stuck in these mazes. You have to just get a guide that shows you the map of the area. But as long as you have that, this game's amazing, dude. The set pieces, all the CG work in this is stunning for like 1993 or whenever the game came out. It's like really early FMV thing. Argonaut Software were kind of very cutting edge. They were one of the leaders in the industry with 3D stuff. Get ready for the fright of your life. Your heart is pounding, your pulse rate is rising, your mind is racing. You can taste the sweat. Alright, what's inside the Creature Shock box? Okay, the giant death fans of Alien Odyssey. We've got disc. It's actually a pretty heavy disc. Has this got the manual? It does. 2-disc game. Oh, it's one of those CD cases that folds out from the inside. This is always weird. Alright. I got the manual. It's just got a little jewel case manual on the CD. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, just normal stuff. It doesn't have a beastery, so if a manual doesn't have a beastery, then it's pointless. It's the main thing that matters. The demo to Lion King! IBM PC playable demo. Packed in. Demo to Lion King. We've got addendum and registration card. Is this just filler? Box filler? I think this is box filler. We've got a box filler so they can have a bigger box. Shoutouts to box filler. Alright, but yeah. Needed a physical copy of this because one of my favorite FMV games. Creature Shock. We are gonna have to do another playthrough of this at some point. For sure. Oh, it does have like a thicker box. They wanted to make it thicker. That's why they put the filler in there. Thicker than the normal big box. Normal big box compared to Creature Shock. But then if we get bloody Inferno again, you compare it to Inferno though. We should put Inferno over on this side. Freaking Inferno is ridiculous. It's so much taller as well. Inferno. Box hierarchy. Alright. Oh, all these boxes. Okay. Let's actually watch some Creature Shock as well. It's been a long time since I've streamed it, so... Anyone that doesn't know Creature Shock, let's have another look at that.
Good choice.
Dragoon Zero gifting a sub to Inferno. Thank you, Dragoon Zero, for that gift sub. Stop the music. What's this song again? That's Viper RSR soundtrack. Japanese PC game Viper RSR. Oh, that was the last boss. Let's go to the beginning. This is stretched widescreen. What can you do? It's got these like Star Fox style rail shooter segments. Of course, Argonaut Software was involved with Star Fox itself with Nintendo. The dank story. They did the Super FX chip for the Super Nintendo or something. And then you get on the planet and it freaking becomes proper ultimate FMV gaming. You go into the Guts planet. The CG looks so good. This game's literally like 93 or something. And it's just like a crosshair shooter. This is one of the shooting gallery bits, but once you go into the thing, oh yeah, you get the suspense music. Go into the Guts planet. Yeah, the DOS version's the best. Look at how good these shots look. So much more impressive than Alien Odyssey as well, even though Alien Odyssey came after this. Alien Odyssey's a real weird game, man. Whoa! Creature Shock. The American cover for Creature Shock is quite different as well. It's like you can see the monster a lot clearer, whereas the original UK cover art's like a lot darker. It's a lot cool. Pretty good music as well in this. There's some really crazy like set piece monsters and stuff in there, so we skip. Sick. Demo, yeah, there's probably demo. Or like, oh, the thing from the front cover. Oh yeah, this is sick, dude. Look at this. We gotta watch this. Arr. And just like rail shooter with FMV bloody monsters is the best shit. So good. In terms of like feeling something with such a sense of weight in front of you, like for me at least, I never felt that from like 3D. What's my bloody computer doing? I never felt that from 3D, like fighting some huge creature that really feels like just this massive sense of weight in front of you until, like, this game's like 1993. I didn't play this as a kid, but just in retrospect, in terms of like fighting stuff in a first person view, and obviously this is just like a rendered cutscene essentially with interaction, like it's not like it's real time. But it still looks amazing in terms of just having like this freaking big bloody creature you're fighting bloody in front of you, which I really feel didn't really get across in games with real-time graphics until maybe Doom 3, when you're fighting the Barons of Hell in Doom 3 with like the normal mapping that John Carmack did, which kind of makes it look like it kind of looks like this, like in terms of like a big creature in front of you with that kind of lighting and stuff. Doom 3 is like 2004, but Doom 3 is real time as opposed to just a bloody pre-rendered cutscene, of course. Well, whatever they are, the same thing. One takes more hits than the other one, has a different color. Multiple stages to this one. Even oh yeah, there's like other cutscenes as well. I don't remember much about this. Just the designs of everything in Doom 3 for the monsters, I think, is better than like modern Dooms. The gameplay in modern Dooms is way better, but the designs in Doom 3 are the coolest shit. The imps, the pinky demons, like all that shit is so freaking amazing. It's what makes Doom 3 still like unique and stand out a little bit. Anyway, that's Creature Shock. Let's move on to next. We've got two more games. Two more game. Oh, dude. Some shocking games right here, guys. We've got some shocking video game experiences. We have got... This is one that I'm really hyped for. I am so hyped for this, dude. This is a really, really, really interesting looking game that has like no attention on the internet, really. I want to play it. I want to see if it's as amazing as it seems. This is The Magic Garden. Magic Garden. What the heck is Magic Garden? This is basically Amiga Harvest Moon before Harvest Moon came out, and you play a gnome inside this garden that has all these unique... Look at that. It has, like, that's the garden. There's like all these different areas, like Harvest Moon, where it's got like the little shed and stuff. It's got like, these are the... Where's the tools? Look at, it's got like 10,000 freaking items that you use, which just seems insane, man. It just seems freaking insane. Look at all the items. It's got a magic toilet. There's like a toilet room. And apparently, like, the game actually has an ending. Like, apparently, like, the whole game takes place in the Magic Garden, which is like this map that you scroll around on, and you have to do gardening in order to appease like some freaking entity, some deity or something. But as you're doing that, you're supposed to figure out some mysteries of the garden and eventually escape or something. There's like platforming scenes. Like, this is in the well. Like, the well has this platforming scene that looks like this. This. So like, it seems just utterly intriguing and completely and utterly like ignored. Like, for something that's kind of like Harvest Moon, this is a completely under the radar. No one bloody knows this damn thing really exists. So we gotta play it and see what's going on, because it's gonna be amazing. Well, I hope it's gonna be amazing. It could be total shit, but it does seem intriguing. We got one disc. There's barely any YouTube videos of this. There's definitely like no YouTube playthroughs last time I checked. There's not even any proper YouTube videos of people even understanding how to play the game and using the tools properly. Like, you can't, like, I basically have to play it myself so that we can see what lies within this game. And one of the reasons why I bought it, in addition to it just being like really intriguing, was I needed the manual. The manual comes on the poster. Oh. Poster, but manual as well. It's got this massive freaking manual on this poster. Not exactly the easiest way to read a freaking manual, but look at this. Gardening in the Magic Garden. The Magic Garden comprises a lawn, flower borders, a shed, a greenhouse. Let's get the music back. Greenhouse, a vegetable patch, an old tree, a fountain, flower beds, a well, a bird table, and below a maze of tunnels leading to the underground world of the naughty gnomes. The entire garden is affected by an unstable climate, which rapidly changes from cold to hot and wet to dry. Presiding over everything is the Gnome King. The lawn grows and must be mowed. When mowing it, it is very important not to run over lawn creatures. To avoid this, an insect repulsor is provided along with your lawnmower. The naughty gnomes will, if not caught, delight in removing turf from the lawn. Okay. The manual just goes on like that. It's got a list of tools. I couldn't find a scan of this on the internet, so like... this, like... Oh wait, no, I think I did actually. No, I think there is a scan of this on the internet. But I didn't read it yet. It's got a list of tools. Green mushroom makes flowers grow quickly. Yellow toadstool makes vegetables grow quickly. Blah, 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 blah. There's so many things. Stun gun stops rampaging flowers from causing damage. Weather conductors change the weather. Lightning conductor used to stop lightning harming the shed. Caterpillar egg, a very special magic item that should be used under the bird table. Its use will help you water the plants or fill up the fountain. Magic bucket. Without this, you will get wet in the well. Beer. Don't get drunk. Watering can. Be careful, it may have a hole in it. Bucket. Not the one to use in the well. Umbrella. Keeps the sun and rain off Grobble. Gardening fork. Put this in your pocket if you intend to plant seeds. There's like freaking dozens of items. Game seems amazing, dude. I can't wait to play this. It's freaking massive. Saving a game or loading a game? Other objects, magic lawnmower. Generator. Flower seeds, glass panes, solar panels? Slippers? Keep Grobble warm in the cold weather. Alright. Let's fold that back up here. This is gonna be amazing, dude. I can feel it. I can feel that this is like one of the most underrated, unknown secret gems on the bloody Amiga. Magic Garden. What awaits us in the Magic Garden? Just the fact that you have to do the garden management stuff with all those unique tools, but there's also the adventure aspect to it with like what's under the garden and platforming action stuff. It's just like really freaking cool. So there's that. And now there's just a single final thing to unbox. What could the final Amiga game be? What is it? Spoilers, it's Australian developed. It's a meme. It's a meme game. It's Australian developed. It's also really good if you can get into it. Oh, there sure is Tango. I saw it before. I'm gonna open it after. After this, but this is the final video game. Gold of the Aztecs! I got a physical copy of Gold of the Aztecs. An incredible game. I would have fully forgotten how to finish it by now, so I'm gonna have to de-rust and play through it again. The game's kind of like a trial and error puzzle, but once you know how to do it, it's just the most incredible adventure. Just so many amazing set pieces and incredible scenes that you go through. And once you learn it all and you piece it all together and you do it all, it's so satisfying. Very much in the same vein of something like Shadow of the Beast or something. Gold of the Aztecs, what a masterpiece of a game this was. This comes on 2 discs. 2 discs. Gold of the Aztecs. Look at this manual. Manual has skeletons. The movement of the main character. Oh man. It's so good. I definitely fully am starting to feel like playing this again. I'm gonna have to do a variety of Amiga. It's got like all the artwork in the manual is not from the game. It's kind of like unique pixel art, but it's like Macintosh black and white stuff. It's kind of unique. Like Macintosh pixel art in the manual that's not in the game. But dude, they fully did this on like a Macintosh, these pixel arts for the manual. It's really interesting. Kind of weird. We got registration card. We got... Oh, we got the code wheel. The copy protection. Oh, I can't wait to use my code wheel. And there we go. That's all the stuff in Gold of the Aztecs. You haven't. This is a lot of these games haven't had too much copy protection inserts. They've just been manual copy protection. But this one's the first one with the code wheel we've got. I kind of like this box, the wide box. But there's literally, put it around the other way. There's literally no screenshots on the back. Even though it's such a graphically impressive game, you'd think they'd want to put screenshots on the back of all the set pieces to make people buy it. It's literally just as graphical as something like Shadow of the Beast. But for some reason, they don't put any screenshots on the back. It's really, really weird. I guess it's such a freaking artisanal release. It's such an antique precision product right here that it's too good to have screenshots on the back. It's just, this is the container for glory, for Gold of the Aztecs. The American cover art to this is actually different. It's actually like a proper painting, and it's like a proper long box with painting. Oh, there's screenshots on the side. Screenshots from Atari ST, screenshots IBM, screenshots from Amiga. And that's weird to have them on the side then. I guess there's screenshots on this. Very small screenshots. Look at how amazing the game looks. So good. Is that the friggin' Kraken? Well, that's a screen away from the Kraken where you get attacked by an alligator on the friggin' raft. There's the Kraken bloody when you go ahead a little bit more. Using the gun to shoot natives. Same screenshots? Yeah. Kinetica. Kinetica was the Australian company. What do they say for features? A truly massive game incorporating 3 man-years of development, 7,000 frames of animation, 140 hero actions, 1,500 frames of animation, 18,000 individual pieces of graphics. What does that mean? 600 kilobytes of music and sound effects, 8 megabytes of code and data, over 80 screens of non-stop action interwoven with devious puzzles. It's not a game for everyone because it's pure trial and error, and when you die you have to start from the beginning. It's very like Shadow of the Beast 2. But even if you don't enjoy playing it, just watching a playthrough of this game from start to end is so amazing because it's just constant set pieces and stuff. So cool. Yeah. There it is. I have a physical copy of Gold of the Aztecs. That's it, guys. That's all the games. We got a lot of bloody Amiga. We got Amiga, Atari ST, a Spectrum game, a bunch of DOS. There's still a bunch of Amiga games that I want. Like, I want to get a copy of Sword of Sodan. Sword of Sodan is like a requirement at some stage. I want to get a copy of Piracy on the High Seas. These are all common games, by the way. They're not rare. Sword of Sodan, Piracy on the High Seas, Myth, maybe the Amiga Myth. But apart from that, that's basically it. Like, these are the most of the Amiga stuff I want. And again, a lot of this Amiga stuff is stuff I haven't played yet because I wanted to get physical copies before I play them. There's still tons of Amiga games that I want to play, which I will not be diving into getting physical copies of before I play them because they could turn out to be something that I don't... it could be shit or something. But these are the ones that I really am interested in, and I had to get a physical copy of them even though I haven't even booted them up in emulator yet, because that's the most exciting thing. It's always more exciting to have the game physically before you play it, although I have played Gold of the Aztecs, of course. I have not played Magic Garden yet, though. Magic Garden's going to be an exciting one. So yeah. Now, the person who sent me all this, very generously, taking care of all my nonsense, all the annoying packaging annoyance. I did pay for the games myself. A lot of these games are cheap, but the combined cost of it is quite large. But it was Tango Bunny that took care of all the shipping and stuff for me, and I had these games stored at Tango's place for months because I didn't want to ship them individually to Australia because the shipping cost is like bloody £20 per game, so I had someone to store them. So shout outs to Tango Bunny again. I gave Tango Bunny some commission, but even the commission that I gave is probably not worth the amount of hassle for like packaging all this stuff up and having to send it. So thank you again, Tango Bunny. And Tango has sent some extremely dank objects here. That, oh man. Very, very cool stuff. Where do I even start here? What is this? Hugo Titan! Hugo Titan. This looks like some German dankness here. I'm familiar with this character. I don't know if it's this game, but there's multiple games with this character, Hugo. Hugo und die Kinder erleben zusammen aufregende Abenteuer. Oh, is this a collection of multiple Hugo games? I don't know. I've definitely seen like a bunch of this Hugo stuff on the Russian site before, but I haven't played them yet. That's actually pretty cool. I'll actually play this. Hugo Titan. Yeah, it's like collections. Like, I remember some of these actually did look pretty damn cool. Compilation of the TV games. Freaking Hugo. Alright, that's sick. Thank you for that. We will have a Hugo day at some point. I'll try to research what's going on with all the Hugo stuff, and we'll have a Hugo day. Tango's zine. Tango has a zine, just like NK. Tango has a video game related zine as well. And it looks like I have 3 copies here of Tango Punk. Look at this. Issue